Hey, so it's time for another Dopey challenge training update. It's crazy how fast it's gone. I said it last time, and this is actually my next to last update. So as you can see, right now I'm this week. I only have 4 more weeks of training before the Dopey week, and 2 of those weeks are tapering. So really just this week and the next one are going to be like hard training weeks, and then it's just like really getting ready for the Dopey week. So I think these past 3 weeks, and especially, I do the updates because I did my most recent back-to-back long runs this past weekend, and it all went great. And it was a little bit different than last time, because even though last time was less distance, I avoided doing my intervals right before the back-to-back. So it's kind of easier. I remember that I did like 7.5 just regular kilometers, but this time I did my intervals. So it was an 8K with intervals, then a 16K, then a 36K, and then a 10K. That was 70 kilometers, which is just 8 short of my actual Dopey. And it went really good. I'm really happy with my pace for the 2 long runs. I did my 16K at, as you can see, at under 5 minutes, and I did my 36K at 5 minutes per kilometer, which it was like the best case scenario. I didn't even think of doing it, and at the end, it was really cool to see that I did exactly 3 hours for my 36K. Like, it's not even necessary. I don't even need to do the marathon that fast. It's not super fast, but at that pace, I would finish at like at 3:30, maybe 3:40, which would be perfect. I felt a little slow in my intervals the past 2 times, but they were okay. In the 16K, I felt okay, and actually in the 36K, I was feeling great. After I was done with my first 20K, I was really happy that I still had 16 to go, because I was feeling very good and I was having fun. But at 26K, I started to feel everything. I went too fast through those 26K, through the 16K the day before, and because of the intervals, I really started to get tired with 10 kilometers to go. And then with like 6 kilometers to go, I started to feel a pain in my foot. And I thought it was the shoe. I thought the laces were like hurting my foot because maybe they were too tight, but I don't think that was it. There was no bruise after I finished, and it kept hurting a little bit. But I still went to run my 10K the next day to see if I could, and I felt it, but it wasn't really that painful. But then through the night and the next morning, I thought that it was like hurting like too much for just like a little thing provoked by my shoe. I did a little research, and it threw like a lot of easy results that it could be tendonitis on the top of my foot, because that it happens when you like run a lot or jump a lot or do a lot of activity. It's apparently very common. It had never happened to me. It's a little bit swollen, but actually after today, that is my rest day, after icing it a lot and taking something, actually has diminished. But yeah, I'm gonna be completely I'm gonna have a lot of precaution. So if it still hurts for tomorrow and the next day, I'm not gonna do anything, because I have to avoid getting injured, at least for the next month. So yeah, this is actually like an easy training week, because the next week I have again like a full week plus my last back-to-back long runs, and it's like a 38K. It was gonna be 37 something, I said, but I'm gonna put it up to 38K. And yeah, it has to go well. I have to finish it, and I have to be ready to taper and get ready to do the Dopey. So yeah, I'm gonna be very careful. and then we'll see what happened. Also, something happened that hadn't happened in a while, and is that I chafed a lot in more than 2 places. I was very happy because I used my anti-chafing thing, and I have in previous runs, recent, like even I think the day before the 36K, I had like problems with blisters a little bit, but I used a lot of my anti-chafing thing, and my feet were perfect in that sense. But I still got chafed, especially here on both sides, and it lasted for a couple of days. So yeah, I have to be careful with that one, because if you get it one day and you have to run again the next day, it's awful. And that's almost it. I was trying out my new playlist. It's the same playlist that I've used, but with some adjustments. It was fine. Also, I think my first lap was a little bit too long, but I know exactly what I have to do to adjust it a little bit for my next long run and for the actual Dopey. And yeah, I'm very happy with it, with everything. And to finish, when you're running a lot, I mean, yeah, when I started to feel everything from the past 3 days, the intervals and the 16K and the other 25K, when you really start getting tired, I think it's common that you can't think straight, that you can do math or something. If you want to calculate like your laps or whatever, it's really hard. Also, for me, my vision starts to get a little bit blurry, just a little bit. Like I cannot see like details very far away. But also this time I was a little bit tired, and I had like the last portion of my last gel, and I was trying to eat it and I missed, and I hit my mustache and it stayed there. Thankfully, my buff was like really sweaty, and I could just wipe it off. But yeah, I couldn't even eat my gel properly. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if I was really clear about everything, but it went great. And my next update is just in 2 weeks. I hope my foot is okay, and I just have to rest maybe a couple of days to continue training. And yeah, that's it. I'm really excited. It's almost here, and I'll see you next time.